Numbers chapter 13. Spies sent into Canaan. The Lord said to Moses, "Send men to spy out the land of Canaan, which I give to the people of Israel. From each tribe of their fathers shall you send a man, every one a leader among them." So Moses sent them from the wilderness of Paran, according to the command of the Lord, all of them men who were heads of the people of Israel. And these were their names: from the tribe of Reuben, Shammua, the son of Zakkur; from the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, the son of Hori; from the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh; from the tribe of Issachar, Igal, the son of Joseph; from the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Nun; from the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, the son of Raphu; from the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel, the son of Sodi; and from the tribe of Joseph, that is, from the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi, the son of Susi; from the tribe of Dan, Amiel, the son of Gamali; from the tribe of Asher, Sethur, the son of Michal; from the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, the son of Wapsi; from the tribe of Gad, Gil, the son of Makai. These were the names of the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea, the son of Nun, Joshua. Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said to them, "Go up into the Negeb yonder, and go up into the hill country, and see what the land is, and whether the people who dwell in it are strong or weak, whether they are few or many, and whether the land that they dwell in is good or bad, and whether the cities that they dwell in are camps or strongholds, and whether the land is rich or poor, and whether there is wood in it or not. Be of good courage, and bring some of the fruit of the land." Now the time was the season of the first ripe grapes. So they went up and spied out the land from the wilderness of Zin to Rehob, near the entrance of Hamath. They went up into the Negeb, and came to Hebron, and Ahiman, the Shishai, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak, were there. Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. And they came to the valley of Eshcol, and cut down from there a branch with a single cluster of grapes, and they carried it on a pole between two of them. They brought also some pomegranates and figs. That place was called the valley of Eshcol, because of the cluster which the men of Israel cut down from there. The report of the spies. At the end of 40 days they returned from spying out the land, and they came to Moses and Aaron, and to all the congregation of the people of Israel in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They brought back word to them and to the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him, "We came to the land to which you sent us. It flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. Yet the people who dwell in the land are strong, and the cities are fortified and very large. And besides, we saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the Negeb, the Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the hill country, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and along the Jordan." But Caleb quieted the people before Moses, and said, "Let us go up at once and occupy it, for we are well able to overcome it." Then the men who had gone up with him said, "We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we." So they brought to the people of Israel an evil report of the land which they had spied out, saying, "The land through which we had gone to spy it out is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there we saw the Nephilim, the sons of Anak, who came forth from the Nephilim. And we seemed to ourselves like grasshoppers, and so we seemed to them. Numbers chapter 14. The people rebel. Then all the congregation raised a loud cry, and the people wept that night. And all the people of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron. The whole congregation said to them, Would that we have died in the land of Egypt, or would that we have died in this wilderness? Why does the Lord bring us into this land to fall by the sword? Our wives and our little ones will become a prey. Would it not be better for us to go back to Egypt? And they said to one another, Let us choose a captain and go back to Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the people of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Zephaniah, who were among those who had spied out the land, rent their clothes, and said to all the congregation, the people of Israel, The land which we passed through to spy it out is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, He will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not fear the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their protection is removed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them. But all the congregation set to stone them with stones. Then the glory of the Lord appeared at the tent of meeting to all the people of Israel, and the Lord said to Moses, How long will this people despise me? And how long will they not believe in me, in spite of all the signs which I have wrought among them? I will strike them with the pestilence, and inherit them, and I will make of you a nation greater and mightier than they. Moses intercedes for the people. But Moses said to the Lord, Then the Egyptians will hear of it, for thou didst bring up on these people in thy might from among them, and they will tell the inhabitants of this land, They have heard that thou, O Lord, art in the midst of this people, for thou, O Lord, art seen face to face, and thy cloud stands over them, and thou goest before them in a pillar of cloud by day, and in a pillar of fire by night. Now if thou dost kill this people as one man, then the nations who have heard thy fame will say, Because the Lord was not able to bring this people into the land which he swore to give them, therefore he has slain them in the wilderness. And now I pray thee, let the power of that Lord be as thou hast promised, saying, The Lord is slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love, forgiving iniquity and transgression. But he will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of fathers upon children, upon the third and upon the fourth generation. Pardon the iniquity of this people, I pray thee, according to the greatness of thy steadfast love, and according as thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt even until now. Then the Lord said, I have pardoned according to your word. But truly, as I live, and as all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord, none of the men who have seen my glory and my signs which I wrought in Egypt and in the wilderness, and yet have put me to the proof these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, shall see the land which I swore to give their fathers, and none of those who despise me shall see it. But my servant Caleb, because he has a different spirit, and has followed me fully, I will bring to the land into which he went, and his descendants shall possess it. Now since the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwell in the valleys, turn tomorrow and set out for the wilderness by the way to the Red Sea. An attempted invasion is repulsed. And the Lord said to Moses and to Aaron, How long shall this wicked congregation murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the people of Israel, which they murmur against me. Say to them, As I live, says the Lord, what you have said in my hearing I will do to you. Your dead bodies shall fall in this wilderness, and all of your numbered from 20 years old and upward, who have murmured against me, not one shall come into the land where I swore that I would make you dwell, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. But your little ones, who you said would become a prey, I will bring in, and they shall know the land which you have despised. But as for you, your dead body shall fall in this wilderness, and your children shall be shepherds in the wilderness 40 years, and suffer for your faithlessness until the last of your dead bodies lies in the wilderness. According to the number of days in which you spied out the land, 40 days for every day a year you shall bear your iniquity, 40 years, and you shall know my displeasure. I, the Lord, have spoken. Surely this will I do to all the wicked congregation that are gathered together against me. In this wilderness they shall come to a full end, and they shall die. And the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land, and who returned and made all the congregation to murmur against him by bringing up an evil report against the land, the men who brought up an evil report of the land died by plague before the Lord. But Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh remained alive, of those men who went to spy out the land. And Moses told these words to all the people of Israel, and the people mourned greatly. And they rose early in the morning and went up to the heights of the hill country, saying, See, we are here, we will go up to the place which the Lord has promised, for we have sinned. But Moses said, Why now are you transgressing the command of the Lord, for that will not succeed? Do not go up unless you be struck down before your enemies, for the Lord is not among you. For there the Amalekites and the Canaanites are before you, and you shall fall by the sword, because you have turned back from following the Lord. The Lord will not be with you. But they presumed to go up to the heights of the hill country, although neither the ark of covenant of the Lord nor Moses departed out of the camp. Then the Amalekites and the Canaanites who dwelt in that hill country came down and defeated them and pursued them even to Hormah. Numbers chapter 15. Various offerings. The Lord said to Moses, Say to the people of Israel, When you come into the land you are to inhabit, which I give you, and you offer to the Lord from the herd or from the flock an offering by fire, or a burnt offering, or a sacrifice, to fulfill a vow, or as a free will offering, or at your appointed feasts, to make a pleasing order to the Lord, then he who brings his offering shall offer the Lord a cereal offering of 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour, mixed with 1/4 of a hin of oil, and wine for the drink offering, 1/4 for a hin. You shall prepare with the burnt offering, or for the sacrifice for each lamb. Or for a ram, you shall prepare for a cereal offering 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour, mixed with 1/3 of a hin of oil. And for the drink offering, you shall offer 1/3 of a hin of wine, a pleasing odor to the Lord. And when you prepare a bull for a burnt offering, or for a sacrifice to fulfill a vow, or for peace offerings to the Lord, then one shall offer with the bull a cereal offering of 3/10 of an ephah of fine flour, mixed with 1/2 a hin of oil, and you shall offer for the drink offering 1/2 a hin of wine. as an offering by fire, a pleasing odor to the Lord. Thus it shall be done for each bull or ram, or for each of the male lambs or the kids. According to the number that you prepare, so shall you do with every one according to their number. All who are native shall do these things in their way, in offering an offering by fire, a pleasing odor to the Lord. And if a stranger is sojourning with you, or anyone is among you throughout your generations, and he wishes to offer an offering by fire, a pleasing odor to the Lord, he shall do as you do. For the assembly there shall be one statute for you, and you for the stranger who sojourns with you, a perpetual statute throughout your generations, as you are, so shall the sojourner be before the Lord. One law and one ordinance shall be for you and for the stranger who sojourns with you. The Lord said to Moses, Say to the people of Israel, When you come into the land to which I bring you, and when you eat of the food of the land, you shall present an offering to the Lord. Of the first of your course meal you shall present a cake as an offering from the threshing floor, so shall you present it. On the first of your course meal you shall give to the Lord an offering throughout your generations. But if you err and do not observe all these commandments which the Lord has spoken to Moses, all that the Lord has commanded you by Moses, from the day that the Lord gave commandment and onward throughout your generations, then if it was done unwittingly without the knowledge of the congregation, all the congregation shall offer one young bull for a burnt offering, a pleasing odor to the Lord, with its cereal offering and its drink offering according to the ordinance, and one male goat for a sin offering. And the priest shall make atonement for all the congregation of the people of Israel, and they shall be forgiven, because it was an error, and they have brought their offering, an offering by fire to the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord for their error. And all the congregation of the people of Israel shall be forgiven, and the stranger who sojourns among them, because the whole population was involved in the error. If one person sins unwittingly, he shall offer a female goat, a year old, for a sin offering, and the priest shall make atonement before the Lord for the person who commits an error when he sins unwittingly, to make atonement for him, and he shall be forgiven. You shall have one law for him who does anything unwittingly, for him who is native among the people of Israel, and for the stranger who sojourns among them. But the person who does anything with a high hand, whether he is a native or a sojourner, reviles the Lord, and that person shall be cut off from among his people, because he has despised the word of the Lord and has broken his commandment. That person shall be utterly cut off, his iniquity shall be upon him. Penalty for violating the Sabbath. While the people of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath day, and those who found him gathering sticks brought him to Moses and Aaron and to all the congregation. They put him in custody, because it had not been made plain what should have been to him. And the Lord said to Moses, The man shall be put to death, and the congregation shall stone him with stones outside the camp. And all the congregation brought him outside the camp and stoned him to death with stones, as the Lord commanded Moses. Fringes on garments. The Lord said to Moses, Speak to the people of Israel and bid them to make tassels on the corners of their garments throughout their generations, and to put upon the tassel of each corner a cord of blue. And it shall be to you a tassel to look upon and remember all the commandments of the Lord, to do them not to follow after your own heart and your own eyes, which you are inclined to go after wantonly. So you shall remember and do all my commandments, and be holy to your God. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am the Lord your God.